Look at that view. Hey everyone, it's a Tuesday morning here in Vietnam, Ho Chi Minh City. I'm about to head out and look at some laptops. I need to get a replacement for mine, so I'm gonna go see what Vietnam has to offer. So I'm gonna head out there and check it out. Check this out. This is a mask that you wear while you're driving your motorbike through the city. So let's see if I can try to put this on one-handed and show you. Alright, so it goes on like this. And it's supposed to be airtight so that you don't get the fumes from the exhaust pipes. So you can hear I'm a bit muffled now. But essentially what it does is you don't get fumes from other motorbikes. It should stop some of the pollution so that when you're driving around the city you're not as exposed to all that bad stuff. Okay, so I just checked out some laptops at a really awesome laptop shop called Laptop for Pro. Check it out, it's in Ho Chi Minh City if you want to go look at some really nice laptops. This guy there spoke really good English and he showed me a bunch of cool things. So the reason I'm looking at laptops is for video editing, and as you might have seen in the video I put out a few days ago about hiring a cameraman and video editor, although that is still definitely happening, I do want to have a better laptop for editing because my current one's too slow. I'm just wasting a ton of time. By the way, if you are interested in that position, I haven't got an application yet from someone that I'm ready to go ahead with. So I expected there to be more than there were. I think I got about 20 when I first opened up for new positions at Ninja Teacher. I realized this is a little bit more specific in terms of you got to be able to video edit and actually be able to know what you're doing with camera stuff. But I kind of expected a few more people to apply. If you are interested in that, it is still available. So you can submit a video application if that is something you're interested in. And right now I'm actually going to look at some gyms. So here I'm just looking at Fit 24. There's one in District 3 that wasn't so far from my house. They didn't have a squat rack though, which is just like essential gym equipment. So I decided to go to this other one. There's another Fit 24 kind of like on the other side of my house. It's actually not too far, less than 10 minutes by motorbike. So I'm about to go check that out. I'll let you guys know how it looks. So I checked out Fit 24. It was pretty nice. There was a sauna, a steam room, the equipment was great. There was a swimming pool. The contract for 6 months was about $300, so about $50 per month, which is reasonable for that kind of gym. It was pretty good quality. But they definitely don't offer short-term options. The 3-month contract was actually more expensive than the 6-month contract, which makes no sense. The thing I didn't really like was their sales staff was a little bit aggressive. They said, we'll give you a 30% discount, which was the price that I just told you now, if you sign up right now. And I was like, well, yeah, I'm interested, but is there any reason why you're looking at me and telling me I have to sign up now for 30% off and I can't do it tomorrow or the next day? So, I mean, I know how sales works, but that was a bit pushy and I didn't really like that so much. So they've actually got one other gym in Ho Chi Minh City, which is relatively close to me, so I'm gonna go check that one out and I might sign up for it. They did let me extend that, like anything in Vietnam is negotiable. So they said I can keep that till tomorrow, that offer. So I'm gonna see you tomorrow and then take it from there. So I'm back in my apartment and check that view out behind me. Oh, love it. I will do an apartment tour very soon. I know people have been asking me for that. I just haven't got around to it yet. We just had it all cleaned up, so it's looking way better, and I can show you guys around very soon. So yeah, in terms of gyms out here in Vietnam, there's a wide range and a range in costs too. So I'll give you a quick breakdown of the ones I've come across and know about. So the first one, which I highly recommend, I worked out there a few times, is Starfitness in the Manor in Binh district. Fantastic gym, nice and spacious, great equipment, and not that busy either. And you can go there and get a contract. You can get 3 months, 6-month, 1-year contracts. And usually that's how it is in Vietnam with the high-end gyms. You have to sign a contract. I don't remember the prices exactly, but I believe the 3-month worked out to be between 60 or 70 US dollars per month. The 6-month, I think maybe 60 or a little bit less, and 1 year, maybe $50 per month, somewhere around that. So it goes down as you sign a longer contract. So then there's these Fit24 gyms, which they seem pretty nice. I think the one on Hong Sa, which I looked at earlier, wasn't that great in terms of weights. These ones have yoga and classes, because I know not everyone just does weights like I do. So you can go to any of the Fit24s and you can do classes with them. And I know they've got the sauna and steam room, and they seem pretty good. So that's a pretty good option. The other big chains are California Fitness, and there's also one called Elite Fitness. So California Fitness, they have a few branches throughout the city in different districts. You can easily Google and see where they are. That's kind of a popular high-end Vietnamese gym, so you'll pay a little bit more. I'm not sure the exact prices, probably similar to Fit24, even a little bit more expensive. And they are pretty good in terms of they've got classes, they've got all the weights and equipment. It just depends on the particular gym that you're at with the exact facilities that they offer. So I haven't checked those out yet, mostly because I've heard they're very busy. So they're popular and they're very busy and very full. And it's kind of like one of those gyms where a lot of people just sit around and take selfies, from what I've heard. So don't quote me on that. And then at the very high end, I believe this is probably the most expensive one here, is Elite Fitness, right in the center of District 1 near Japantown. It's in Vincom Center, I believe. And my friend got a 1-month contract there that was 162 US dollars. So it is expensive. Like I said, it's more expensive when you do shorter term. I think if you got a 6 months or a year-long contract, it would go down to a reasonable price, like less than $100 a month, but it is definitely a high-end gym. I have 2 friends that have been there, and they both said it's amazing, although my one friend did say he got hit on multiple times in the change room, so just that's something that you should probably know about. So those are all the high-end ones I know about. I don't believe there's too many other popular ones because I probably would have heard of them by now. But yeah, you could go check those out. Just go have a look yourself. You know, it's very easy to Google, see the locations, see what's near to you. I personally don't like to go somewhere that's more than like 10 minutes away. Otherwise, then I use that as an excuse not to show up at the gym. So find one that's near you and yeah, just look for options. Alternatively, like I said, these are the higher end gyms. So what you can do is find what I just normally call a local gym. I don't know, people seem to just call it that, which basically just means someone that wants to go to a gym and work out, who's Vietnamese, who doesn't want to spend a lot of money on these high-end gyms. There are quite a lot of these smaller, usually a little bit more basic gyms. Sometimes they don't have AC, and these are ones you just have to kind of stumble across often because you can't even find them on the internet. For example, the one around the corner from me here, it's really cheap. I believe it was like maybe 200,000 a month, which is like $10 a month. It's got all the equipment that I would need, except it doesn't have AC. So if you're gonna work out in the daytime, even at nights, it's pretty hot with no air conditioning. So I've been to a few of these gyms now, so I'll give you a couple of recommendations that you can go to if you want to. The first one is the notorious prison gym in District 1, which is just off Nguyen Thi Minh Khai. And this gym is like really cheap. You don't have to sign up for any kind of contract. You can go in and pay like 30,000, I think it is, for one workout, or you can get a month-long contract for like 200,000, relatively cheap, you know, like $10 a month. The funny thing about this gym is that everyone works out with their shirts off, barefoot. There's guys smoking cigarettes outside. It's a little bit ghetto, which is probably why people call it the prison gym. But I actually had like loads of fun working out there when I did. So you can check that one out. There's also Mach's gym, which is kind of a popular local gym, cheaper, but got all the equipment you might need. That's also in District 1. The gym that I went to last year, which was a really good little find because it was cheap, I think 400,000 a month, which is about $20 a month, but it did have air conditioning. It was a little bit small and cramped, but it had everything I needed, and the staff there was pretty nice and friendly, so you can check that out. So there's a few options for you. Just go ahead and Google them and see where the locations are, see what makes sense to you. Like everything in Vietnam, it just makes more sense to be on the ground. Like looking for a job, you know, you got to be here in Vietnam to find one usually. Finding an apartment, you got to be here to find one. You just got to do a little bit of legwork. So that's what I did. So this is all just my experience, stuff that I found, but hopefully it'll be useful to you and you can use it to find a gym out here. Try out those high-end chains. I'm going to sign up for one of them because I know I'm going to stay for a while, and you do get a little bit better quality if you go to one of these high-end gyms. But the local gyms is actually what I've been working out at for the last year and a half in Vietnam. So those are also great, super cheap, and kind of fun too in a lot of ways. Okay, I hope you find that helpful. Leave a comment below if you have any extra tips for gyms and fitness options in Ho Chi Minh City and Vietnam. And in the meantime, make sure to subscribe for more videos about teaching English abroad, and I'll speak to you very soon. Peace.